And today I'm going to show you a nifty little geospatial dashboard that I built using the SBA Paycheck Protection Plan loan data for all loans under $150,000 in California. So this interactive spatial dashboard was built primarily using the Rshiny library, which is what built the interactive UI you see here, along with rgdal for geospatial data processing, dplyr for joining and transforming data tables, RcolorBrewer for producing these beautiful custom color palettes you see here, leaflet for producing this neat interactive map you see at the top, and DT, which produces the interactive data table below the map here. So let's start with this map. So here we have our map. You can see we have the ability to hover over each zip code region here. And when we look over these tiles, you can see information on the highlighted tile. We also have the ability to pan around and zoom in and out using these buttons. So we also have on the top right a nice little color legend, which gives us an idea of the heat mapping scheme used to display the total loan data for each zip code region. Now on the left side here, you can see that there's a black bar. This bar is where we can put additional interactive buttons to add more functionality to the map. Currently, there's only a date slider, which you can adjust the date out, and this output will adjust the selected layers we have here. We can actually make an adjustment. Let's see this here and let it process for a sec. And here's just to show you some of the code that was used to build this little map. And hopefully it's done rendering in just a moment. So this is to build the UI here. And it's nearly done. So that's how it's adjusted it after we've adjusted the input. And so in this case here, we only have one data layer, which is the total loan amount. However, we can easily add additional drop-down menus on this left side and plot other data layers such as total loan counts, which you see listed on the highlighted part, jobs retained, or even other groupings such as industry type proportions that the PPP loan data has stored in the back end or can have stored in the back end. So finally, we're going to move to the bottom part of this UI, which is where we have an interactive table. Here you can reorder data based off the different variables, as well as search for particular zip codes and have that output. So again, all this data will automatically be updated as you would make adjustments to the various interactive sliders and drop downs on the left. And there you have it. That's this little demonstration of what interactive dashboards you can build with Rshiny. Of course, all of these plots can be greatly optimized by deploying an Rshiny proxy server. Using the server, you can cache all your display data, which essentially stores pre-rendered snapshots of each map given the specific inputs, which can reduce output time. But we'll save that for another video. So I want to ask you thanks for watching. If you like this, you can follow me on my Twitter. It's at @the_Sigma Enigma. And if you want to see the code, I'll be publishing it publicly on my GitHub, which is sigma-enigma. And yeah, and actually just for reference, there's a neat little Washington Post article that this was sort of inspired from. Very similar to the map it is you see here, except they used point data, and they used the data that was with loans for over 150,000. And instead of zip codes, they looked at the individual spots they were located. The data for under 150,000 didn't have points. It just had aggregates for each area. They also added some nice features where they can see where displays for regions that had populations with over 50% minority groupings. And that's displayed here. So yeah, nice little comparison. All right, so that's everything. Thanks and happy coding.